Yeah, but then I don't have to carry paper around. I get too much freaking paper carrying around. It's like, what the hell?
Thank you. We're all set.
There you go. We're gonna rock and roll. Get this done. Ricky, you gonna be all set?
Sure.
To go whenever?
He's ready. Look at him.
You're gonna make me stand up again.
One more second. We'll go.
One
You all
more
set?
second.
One more second, or two.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
give
only
you.
6:59.
I'll give you 5 seconds. How's that?
Just remember your microphones when you're ready.
I'd like to bring this meeting to order. Would you please rise for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Counselor Garrison?
Present.
Counselor Bickford?
Yeah.
Counselor Pesky?
Here.
Counselor Ward has been excused. Counselor La Rochelle?
Here.
Counselor Mason?
Here.
And Counselor Lunt
Here.
First item, please.
is under the public hearing, the flood plan management ordinance.
I'd like to open that public hearing for the flood plan ordinance. Any interest in the public hearing? Seeing none, we'll close that public hearing. Next item, please.
Is under audience participation. At this time, those in the audience who wish to address the council may come forward to address items or issues that are on the agenda for this meeting. Please use the microphone at the podium. State your name for the record.
Any interest for audience participation? Seeing none, we'll move on.
Audience participation response.
Actually, no response this week.
Okay. We move to the consent agenda. Any counselor wishing to have any item removed may do so now. Order 2013-48 to approve the minutes of March 19, 2013.
Entertain a motion to accept the consent agenda.
I'll make that motion to accept the minutes from March 19th.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Order passed 6-0.
Next item, please.
Under council orders, resolutions, and ordinances, Order 2013-49, a resolution for the 2013 Spirit of America tribute.
I'd just like to talk a little bit about the Spirit of America Award. It's to honor volunteerism in the community. This is our 3rd year. It was established, public charity was established in Augusta, Maine in 1990 to honor volunteerism. It's a tribute to Maine municipalities and local individuals, organizations, and projects for commendable community service. And the first one was given to Alma Jones by the Augusta Mayor William Burney in 1991. And now we have over 30-plus communities in the state of Maine who present each year. This is our 3rd year. Our first was Ross Cunningham. Our second was Joanne Campbell. And it was a great pleasure on behalf of the council that we will honor this year to LACO for all the good work that they do. And Twyla will read the resolution.
Stand to the right of the podium for us.
Rose between 2 thorns.
Pictures are welcome, definitely. The 2013 Lisbon, Maine Spirit of America Foundation tribute honors Lisbon area Christian outreach for commendable community service, providing for recognition of the Lisbon area Christian outreach administration staff and volunteers. Be it resolved by the Town Council of the Town of Lisbon as follows. Whereas Lisbon area Christian outreach has been involved assisting citizens in need, and whereas Lisbon area Christian outreach helped feed 5,948 adults and 2,774 children in 2011, and whereas Lisbon area Christian outreach helped feed 5,773 adults and 2,772 children in 2012, and whereas Lisbon area Christian outreach helped heat homes throughout the Lisbon area, and whereas Lisbon area Christian outreach helped clothe countless adults and children in our community. And whereas, for many years, dedicated Lisbon area Christian outreach and numerous volunteers have made significant contributions to the citizens of Lisbon, Durham, and Bowdoin. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Town Council of the Town of Lisbon that the Lisbon Area Christian Outreach Administration, staff, and volunteers are hereby recognized for their great achievements and honors that they have brought upon this community with the 2013 Lisbon Spirit of America Foundation tribute, and be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be framed and presented to the Lisbon Area Christian Outreach for appropriate display.
Definitely a well-deserved award. If you, the night that they do the awards, I was humbled last year when I went to, while they were giving away the awards up to the county, and you're gonna fit right in the mix of the people that get the awards, because it's really overwhelming when you see the amount of people that night to do all the good for our communities and the outreach and the people that are benefited by the giving hearts of a lot of people. It's really good. So you represent us really well. Thank you. We appreciate it. Well, next item.
Order 2013-50, the floodplain management ordinance. This is the second reading. It will require a roll call vote.
Okay, entertain a motion for discussion to actually accept it.
I think I got the answers that I had. I had some questions that if anything was majorly changed, and apparently nothing was, according to what I was told in reading here. Doesn't really affect anybody in any way, so that's all I wanted to add.
Entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion to accept the floodplain.
Ordinance.
I'll second that.
All right, before we vote on it, is there any other discussion? A statement? You may.
I just wanted to make a reminder that if you're doing this, that the floodplain maps, I believe, become effective July 18th, and you should make the ordinance effective the same date to make it all nice and neat. So I don't know what you're doing, but that's the suggestion.
Can we actually change the criteria of when?
Yeah, you can just set the date whenever you want it to go into effect.
Okay, so that was July 19th.
I'm not sure, it's right there.
Okay. Any other discussion from council? I actually had the same concerns that Gina had, the idea of seeing how many people it was affected. You never know when you are changing maps and what may and may not be affected, and it looks like it's pretty much under control.
July 8th.
Yep,
July
July 8th.
8th. Yep.
So Twyla, would we have to make a new motion to actually, or can we amend that motion to actually add a date there, or is that just something that we would not need to do with the first motion, to have it effective on July 8th?
You can make an amendment to make it effective July 8th, and then we'll vote on the main motion as amended,
Okay.
if you like. Who wants to make the amendment?
I'll make the amendment for July 8th. I'll second that.
Okay, roll call vote.
Yes.
Okay, Counselor Garrison.
Yes.
Counselor Bickford.
Yes.
Counselor Heskey.
Yep.
Counselor La Rochelle.
Yes.
Counselor Mason.
Yes.
And Counselor Lund.
Yes.
The main motion as amended to adopt the floodplain management ordinance effective July 8th, 2013. We ready for a vote?
Yes.
Counselor Lund.
Yes.
And Counselor Mason.
Yes.
Counselor La Rochelle.
Yes.
Heskey.
Yes.
Counselor Bickford.
Yes.
And Counselor Garrison.
Yes.
Order passed, 6-0.
Next item, please.
Order 2013-51 to set the polling hours, polling locations, registrar hours, and casting absentee ballot times.
Would you like to go over that a little bit, Twyla, for us,
Sure, I
please?
can let you know. We're getting ready for our June election that's coming up on June 11th, 2013. The polling hours we suggest are 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. The polling locations will be in the usual place, Ward or District 1 at the Superintendent's Central Office Building in the gym, Ward or District 2 at the MPM Center. Registrar hours, June 4, 5, 6, and 7. Mr. Harrison's microphone, please.
Aim that right straight up. Maybe. There you go.
You better- Oh, is there cord under there?
There you go.
Registrar hours would be June 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, and on the 10th during regular office hours, and on Election Day, June 11th, during the polling hours. Casting of absentee ballots on Election Day, we could do this at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 10, 2, 4, 6, 7, or 8 p.m., giving us options on Election Day, in accordance with Title 21A, Section 7597.
Thank you. Entertain a motion to actually accept the polling.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Order passed 6-0.
Next item, please.
Order 2013-52 to award the town report bid. Would you like a little
You
follow-up?
should have some bids in front of you on our annual report. We put out each year. There's a recommendation there. I think they did it last year, I think.
Yep, this year, Jody and I are working together with that, and we sent out to 13 companies bid requests, and we received 5 back. And so, the lowest being Express Copy in Portland. And when we would like the opportunity to work with them for a price not to exceed the $1,500 at this point. We asked them for 300 copies, just everybody the same price. And it looks like we probably should order the same amount we ordered last year, which were 350, so we would adjust that for the extra 50 copies. They told us, and so did Welch, that you would just divide that number that they bid into the number of copies to get your price per book, and then add the other 50 to it. And this year, we're choosing an option to put color inside and on the outside of the cover. It's a historical document. We thought that would honor the people that we've chosen to dedicate the book to.
That's good. So the dollar figure of 1,500 should cover the amount of 350 copies of,
It'll come in way under that, yes.
It should.
Yep.
Twyla, who did it last year?
Last year was Welch.
and is there any other questions from
Is
council?
the 882 for 350 copies or 300?
300, so we're gonna adjust it.
The only reason I ask is up top it says 861 by their bid.
It started out at 861, and then we asked them about color inside the cover so that we could have the picture. And so they added a few more cents to that.
All right,
And then we're gonna add the other 50. So it's more, it'll come closer to $1,029 from Express Copy. And then we have to add in the shipping and but it's still about $100 less than last year's bid.
And the binding and everything
Overall.
is the same quality that we've been using.
Should be,
We actually ran out last year. They were all gone. So
right.
get your copies quick.
Yeah. So if there's no other further questions, I'd entertain a motion to accept the the bid from Express Copy, not to exceed $1,500 value.
Make that motion? I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Order passed 6-0.
Thank you, Twyla.
You're welcome.
Next item, please.
It's under other business, the sewer department truck referendum question.
As part of the stormwater mandate that we will be doing on July 1, we were replacing our vacuum truck. You voted on that in the sewer department budget. We put it out to bid, and we got 3 bids. It's over $100,000. So that has to go, according to charter, has to go out on a referendum bid. Ryan will be here at our next meeting on the 19th to go through the details and have you award the bid based upon the fact that if the public supports it. It's an interesting thing that the town voters have to vote on that, even though it's not tax dollars that's paying for it. it's really, the user fees actually pay for that, but it's not clear language in the charter, so it's safe to say that we need to do it this way. But I just wanted to give you a heads up on that.
And the dollar, if I remember right, the dollar value for the lease has already been agreed upon with the budget that was proposed.
That's right, yep,
It's just more the formality of actually approving something that's over $100,000.
that's right, yep. So he'll give you the specs on what we bid out and then make his recommendation
And that will be at the next meeting.
at the 19th, yep.
Okay, is that it on that?
That's it.
Next item, Twyla.
Is the town report, the town manager's report.
I attended a ATRC meeting at AvCog, which is a transportation group, and we were given a list of all the state projects that are going to be affected in the region. And just Lisbon had quite a few on there. I want to make sure the public was aware of this. The project for the Route 196 Frost Hill and Capitol Ave, Frost Hill to Capitol Ave, it will be done in 2014, 2015. The Canal Street and Route 196 design project, which has to do with the bridge, the Durham-Lisbon Bridge, that is also scheduled for that time period. And the Durham-Lisbon Bridge, they expect that will also come in around the same time. So during that year, it's going to be a very busy place, along with the 125, which will be the same time frame. So quite a bit of work be going on. The Lisbon Trail was listed, and just to bring you up to date on that, all the easements have been taken care of and squared away, so we expect that to go out to bid mid-April to 1st of June, or May sometime, and they'll start construction hopefully in June. So finally, after this long period of waiting. Just a reminder for the public, the 196 Master Plan public hearing is next Tuesday. It's at the Lisbon Community School at 7 o'clock. Excuse me? 6:30. Early, okay. And I know Dawn and Dennis and Scott have been handing out flyers, and you had quite a bit of interest from the business community along that part of the corridor, so that will be exciting to see that come to fruition. And then just another bit of news, we had the ambassador from the European Union, who is from Lisbon, Portugal, visit us last year, and he has since been in touch with us because he would like to buy a painting from Frank Grouse, and looking for a number. He wants something on Lisbon, so I'm not sure what he's going to purchase, but it'll be interesting to see. He's quite interested still. And that's all I have.
All right, thank you, Steve. Next item, Twyla.
Is under appointments. Order 2013-53, one library governing board resignation. Robin Tupper.
We did receive the resignation. That's kind of sad because Robin's been very much a fixture down to the library. She's actually put a lot of hours in and put her heart behind it. And whoever they get to replace her is going to have to really step up to the plate because I know Robin's actually put her heart into it. But evidently, it's a situation that's not something she can't control. So, but we do want to appreciate and give her the thanks for participating in it. And as many years as she has, she's definitely done a lot for the library. And I guess I entertain a motion to accept the resignation.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Order passed 6-0.
I'll make sure I send a
Absolutely. Yeah. And I believe they've already have people waiting in line to actually take that
Yeah,
place. Right?
Diane's already recruiting.
I bet. Yep. Next item, please.
Order 2013-54, Registrar of Voters, 2-year term, reappointment for the town clerk.
Brief description.
This is a
Twyla?
requirement of Title 21A, Section 101-2. The municipal officers of each municipality shall appoint in writing a qualified registrar to vote who serves for a 2-year term. Usually do it on the off year, so that,
Yep. And that would be Twyla Lysette. Yeah. Entertain a motion to actually accept Twyla as this position.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
thank you, order passed 6-0.
Thank you, Twyla. Next item, please.
Order 2013-55 to appoint wardens for the June election. We recommend Sheila Gray in Ward District 1, and we recommend Jeannie Fournier in Ward District 2.
I think they have quite a bit of history doing this already, I
They
believe, right?
both are very well trained.
Very well trained.
Very lucky to have them.
Entertain a motion to actually accept for Sheila Gray and Jeannie Fornia.
I'll make that motion.
Second that?
All those in favor?
Order passed 6-0.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Under Counselor Communications.
Any communications?
Yeah. Last week, the police department had a little mishap. They blew a motor in one of their cruisers. And instead of going out and buying a new one and having it installed, they bought a low mileage used one. And Public Works had a couple of guys that worked a little overtime, put the motor in for probably less than half of what it would have cost the other way. So I wish to thank everybody involved because of the savings that it occurred for us. That's it.
I just got one thing for citizens. The budget has been put on the website. So for your reference, I know I've got a lot of calls. I've got 9 just in the past week and a half about the budget. So it is on there. You can reference it. It is in details. So if you have any questions, just get in touch with someone on the council, Steve or Jessica. That's all I got.
Anything from the side at all? And the same thing, I just want to, same thing, the budget is underway. It's never an easy budget. I know that municipality and the school is just struggling through, but it doesn't take you a whole lot to actually open the paper and read about the other towns basically in the same circumstance we are. And unfortunately, it's not going to get any easier. So we're trying to do the best we can to balance the services with taxes. And hopefully everybody will kind of follow us along and kind of give us some guidance and call Mr. Pesky, that's whose number we all, no, I'm sorry. No, any of us actually be more than willing to actually work with anybody if they have any questions on the budget, because we are hopefully pretty well informed and hopefully can answer any questions moving forward. But I think we are gonna move quickly on the budget, so as soon as we get all our information, we can hopefully keep putting out the information we have so people can look at it and understand what direction we're moving. The other thing I wanted to bring forward is Positive Change Lisbon has been organizing a spring cleanup, and that's going to be this Saturday. It's actually going to kind of, I think, targeting 196, I believe, Steve, is a goal. They have, last I knew, they had 90-plus people signed up to actually help volunteer. So Ross Cunningham with Positive Change Lisbon, or anybody that has an interest, Paul, you can contact Steve at the town office.
Scott Benson.
Or Scott Benson. This is actually, if Saturday, you should see some pretty busy people out there. The town crew is actually going to be out doing some cleaning. There's going to be multiple people cleaning around town, so 196 should look a lot better, hopefully. Maybe picking up trash, sweeping, cleaning dirt. Yep. So just trying to get the community involved in cleaning our roads and making our town look better as people drive through. And hopefully we won't see another snowstorm after, but I seen it spitting today, so you kind of wonder. But again, Saturday is going to be Lisbon Cleanup Day up 196. So if you have any questions, please contact any of us or the town office or Ross Cunningham. It's coming together really well. So.
And to piggyback on that, I know the LHS sports boosters or athletic boosters are looking to provide some sort of a lunch that day. Won't be much, hot dogs, whatever.
Yep.
I know they're working on that as we speak.
Yep, I actually got a memo on that today, so, I mean, that's good. Hopefully, we can do more of this in the future. It's good to see people getting together to actually try to improve our town. It's just nice to see. You don't see it very often, so anything we can do to try to make Lisbon a little bit move forward, that's great. And
Greg, want to talk about the grand opening? Greg?
Oh, yes, the grand opening of the kids section in the library was well attended. Large number of kids down there. I think they all had a blast.
Yeah, they did.
Looks great down there, it's nice and warm. I believe they still have some painting to do down there.
Yep, a
Other
little
than that, they've done a real good job. And I believe they're putting in computers down there in the corner.
Yep, that's going to be part
That's
of
gonna be
the
later.
training program.
But overall, I think it was well received by all those in attendance.
Yeah, and parents, yeah. It was over 20 children,
Wow, awesome.
There were a bunch
parents
of
to
them,
go
yeah.
with them, so.
The library is definitely a well-used building. There's no question about
Very
it.
entertaining.
Any other communications? Seeing none, we'll move on. Twyla, next item, please.
We have no executive session. It's to adjourn to a budget workshop.
Entertain motion to adjourn to go into budget workshop.
I'll make that motion to move into budget workshop.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
You're past 6-0.
Thank you.
The time is
Paula?
7:25.
I think the date I gave you for the school referendum was June 4th. It's supposed to be June 11th.
Do we want to tape record this for,
No,
for public viewing? Okay. One minute.
Yeah, we can work it. I'm not sure how much what you want to get into for conversation, but this will be fine, and Jessica's in the audience, so we're gonna have her move closer.